Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's session on the Aruba Instant on Wireless portfolio. My name is Jeff Swetland, and I'm a technical account manager here at Ingram, focused on the Aruba platform. The Aruba Instant On solution is a custom solution that Aruba developed that focuses on the SMB customers. It's a combination of Ethernet switches, some wireless platforms, along with the cloud management of these devices. Today, we're going to focus on the wireless section. We have another section coming up that's going to talk about the switching and the management. And so we'll go a little bit deeper into those in the other sections that you can see on this channel. But collectively, this is a great solution for your SMB customers that gives a cloud management through the cloud portal. One of the great things on the Aruba solution here is that cloud management is included with the access point or the Ethernet switch. So there's not a software subscription or any additional hardware or anything needed to manage it. And we can do firmware upgrades and remote management and all of those great things that go along with the cloud feature set within this portfolio. The switches themselves come in the 4 common configurations that SMB customers are looking for. The 1430 series are a series of unmanaged switches. Now, we still have a number of customers that are looking to just add some additional Ethernet ports into a certain area. Maybe they got a conference room and it's got an Ethernet drop there, but they need an extra half a dozen ports to plug in devices. So these are inexpensive switches that fill that need very easy. The smart managed switches are the ones that are pretty popular at the moment. The 1830s and 1930s we'll talk about a little bit more, but these are gigabit switches with either 1 gig or 10 gig uplinks. And then at the top end of this portfolio is the 1960s, and these add stacking along with some higher end PoE capabilities, along with a 10 gig aggregation switch. So let's take a look at these switches. The 1430s, like I mentioned, are those unmanaged switches. These are 8 ports, 16 port, 24 port, also a 5-port model that go in there, some with or without PoE. Like I mentioned, there's no configuration to them, no management of them. You basically plug it in, and simple for SMBs to extend their infrastructure and add more ports where needed. At the entry level, we mostly see more of the 1830s though, and what these allow us to do is to be able to manage them through that cloud portal. 8-port, 24-port, 48-port switches, once again in both PoE and non-PoE models. The uplinks on these are SFPs, so you're going to have 1 gig uplinks. And cloud management, and these switches are also layer 2 from a feature set perspective. As we move up to the 1930s, now we're going to get into layer 3 features with some static routing. We get 10 gig uplinks on these units, and we get a little bit more power from a PoE perspective with things like the 24-port switch having 370 watts of PoE power. And then finally, the 1960s. These are within this portfolio, the switches with the most capability. These are stackable. If you look at the 24 and 48 port switches, the 4 ports that are the 10 gig uplinks, 2 are copper, 2 are SFP plus for fiber interfaces. We can stack them using a standard patch cable if we would like to. And then at the top of the picture, you actually see a 12 port switch with RJ45s for 10 gig copper connections, along with 4 SFP plus ports for the fiber connectivity. So this is a great solution for an SMB that wants an inexpensive 10 gig switch, either to add to their existing 1960 stack or to plug in some 10 gig devices at their locations. Along with these switches, of course, we've got transceivers, 1 gig and 10 gig transceivers, along with direct attach cables. These particular switches do come with the standard warranty of what they refer to as a lifetime warranty with next business day ship. Um, does come with 90 days of tech support and lifetime of chat. And Aruba does offer 3-year or 5-year foundation care services to uplift that to next business day arrival, along with 24 by 7 tech support on these products. These can all be managed through the cloud interface. Uh, the cloud interface can be connected either through a web browser on a device, and there's also a app that you can download for your iOS or Android type device. It makes it pretty simple to set up the network and to manage it, um, especially for remote monitoring and management at the other locations. So why should you be looking at Instant On for switching? Extremely simple, simple to set up and manage, especially through the cloud portal. There's actually great security features that are built into these switches, great performance on the devices themselves, no hidden fees because there's no subscription fees associated with the cloud management. And especially in the SMB space, you're dealing with Aruba, who's a recognized leader in this space and someone who's been in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for 17 years in a row. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mike Erb, who's going to talk to us about the Aruba Action program. Mike?
Yeah, thanks very much, Jeff. That was excellent. Really appreciate the overview of Aruba switching, Aruba Instant On switching. And I'm going to talk to you about a program that is closely related to the Aruba Instant On product line. It's called the Aruba Action program. And I'm going to talk to you about how you would sign up for that and why you would sign up for that. So if we want to move forward, how to join. There is a PDF that you can get online and that we can at Ingram Micro can send to you that has information on it. If you don't have the PDF, you can see you can sign up as a member right in the bottom of the page right there. It says Action Aruba Instant On. If you just type in Aruba Action, it will bring you to that link. Once you click on that link, then you will be taken to the next page. Go ahead, Jeff. And it will ask you for an email address, and you'll create a password. You can see right there, I've got a little arrow down there where it says register here. All right, so if you have not registered in the past, that's where you would start. But if you've already registered, you just put in your email and your password. And once again, I've got the link up there, action at arubainstanton.com. If you just wanted to Google it, you could go Aruba Action, and it'll take you to it. Once you sign up, you get a $100 credit applied to your next Aruba Instant On purchase, and I can tell you how to take advantage of that. But once you get past this page, you create a register. All right, you would click on register here. It tells you a little bit about the program, and then it says why join the club. All right, so you would click on why join the club, and then it takes you to this particular link. All right, and once you are in there, you would click on that link, and it would take you to the login. So we can, yep. And it's going to ask you for some information. I know this is a little bit difficult to read. All right. But basically it's like filling out any other registration, online registration device. And you can see right there in the top right, it's going to ask you for a location ID. If you do not have a location ID, you can see that it's checked. I do not have a location ID. If you are not an HPE Aruba partner, then you will not have a location ID, but it's okay. You can still become a part of Aruba Instant On. And go ahead and click next, Jeff. It's going to ask you for some more information, your city, your postal code, your company website. It's going to ask you, how did you hear about Aruba Instant On? In this particular case, you're hearing about it from a distributor. It's going to ask you to set up your account. So you would give the information for that, and then continue, please. It's going to ask you a little bit of information about yourself. And it's going to ask you, if you were appointed by a company to act as an account manager, or it's also going to ask you if you want to participate, and if you're going to consent to be contacted. All right, so you fill in all that information. Next, please. And then the last one is a radio button. As a member of the Action Partner Club, you are eligible for Aruba Account Manager. Do you accept? So you're going to say yes, and then you're going to click Submit, and then you are officially registered. Now, what are the benefits of registering in the Aruba Action Partner Club? For every quantity 10 of an eligible Aruba Instant On switch, you earn a free 183024 port switch. Part number for Aruba is Juliet Lima 812 Alpha. Same thing goes for APs. You sell quantity 10 of an eligible Aruba Instant On AP, and you earn a free AP11D, which sits on your desktop. The part number Romeo 2 X-ray 15 Alpha. You can track sales, or sales are tracked via the company dashboard on the Aruba Action website. And when you go in there and find out how you're doing and find out your progress, you would just, if you get a free unit, you would just click the redeem button, and then you could tell them what you want. Okay. Next slide, please. One of the things that we're doing at Ingram Micro for people that sign up is to contact us as soon as you sign up, and we'll give you $100 off a demo unit. So all you have to do is sign up for Aruba Action. You get $100 off. You can send the information when you sign up to me. I'm on the contacts list there, michael.herb@ingrammicro.com. My extension is 65308. And you get a free demo unit equals an AP11 or $100 towards any other Instant On demo unit. So if you want to choose the AP11, you could actually get that at no cost because the $100 would cover the cost of the unit. Okay. Next slide, please. So we can send you an Aruba Action PDF, and this is similar to what I showed you today. If you contact me, once again, at michael.herb@ingrammicro.com. Next slide, please. This is once again a little tricky to read, but this is the entire Aruba Instant On product line. So you can see all the products you would have to choose from in order to be able to, earn points toward the Aruba Instant On Aruba Action program. All right, and this would be also on the PDF that we could send to you. Okay. Next slide, please. And that's it. So if you have any questions, please direct them towards me. And once again, there's my email address. And please stay tuned for other Aruba Instant On videos that are going to be presented by Jeff and myself and some other members of our Aruba team. Right? I thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great day.